Hey everybody, Nate Rockne here, reacting to videos. So tonight is another Buy Me a Coffee request, and this is for a song that I've heard the song, but I have not heard this artist. This was requested after Dan Vasc did a version of Nessun Dorma. The person that made the request had said that Dan did a good job on that, but this is supposedly one of the best tenors to ever sing or something like that. Either way, it's supposed to be a fantastic version of Nessun Dorma, and they wanted me to check it out. This is Franco Corelli, Nessun Dorma, from 1958, the Turandot TV film. This is obviously a pretty old one, and I don't have any problems with that at all. One of my favorite shows growing up, obviously not something that I watched when it came out, was Dick Van Dyke Show. The show was about 20 years before I was born, but they played it on Nick at Night, and I loved watching it. I loved watching all of the older shows on Nick at Night back when I was growing up. So I really like old film, old TV shows. My love for older film, older music came from my mom and my uncle, basically. I'm sure this is going to be cool. If Franco Corelli has one of the best tenor voices ever, then this will definitely be cool. Now, I am a Dan fan, so seeing Dan's version of this really blew me away. Not being much of an opera fan, not because I don't like it, but just because I haven't been exposed to a lot of opera. I really enjoyed his version, though. This was requested by Zenobia Music. Thank you for the request. This is the second time I'll be checking out opera, even if it's the same opera song. I think one of the cool things about checking out cover songs is that I like to listen to different people do covers of songs. And I think different artists, different musicians can kind of come up with their own interpretation of a song. And the song can still sound very close to the original, but also still be very different because of the artist. I'm interested to see what Franco is going to do with this. I think without further ado, let's get into it.
Nessun dorma, nessun dorma. Tu pure, o principessa, nella tua fredda stanza, guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore e di speranza. Al mio mistero
after hearing that first little part there, I've heard that somewhere. I think it is that exact version, so it must have been Franco Corelli singing it. But it sounds really familiar. I don't know where it's from, if it was from a movie or a commercial or something. It sounds familiar. I really like this. It's kind of got a real classic feel to his voice to me. I haven't really heard a voice more recently that sounds like this. So it gives me that older 50s, 60s vibe. Not exactly pop music from then, but just kind of some of the movies and stuff that I'd seen that had people singing in it. There was a few of them that had a similar sound in their voice that just kind of felt like that era. I don't know if it was just how people sang or if it was because something else was different, but I feel like that sound back then just doesn't exist now, if that makes any sense. I could be absolutely rambling on about nothing, but hopefully that makes a little bit of sense as to what I'm saying, or at least what I'm trying to say. But either way, he's got a great voice and very familiar sound for the song.
Ed il mio bacio scioglierò in silenzio e ti fa mia.
So yeah, that was actually a very quick video. Like I said, I think the sound is just, it feels like it's just kind of a sound that no one really has in their vocals anymore, at least that I've heard. And obviously I haven't really listened to any opera. I didn't realize that I'd heard this song until he started singing it. And then obviously I've heard Dan sing it, but I mean, this particular version sounded really familiar. It had to have been in a movie or something, but I definitely recognize that, and it really gives it to me like a classic sound. And I think hearing Dan sing it, it kind of brought it into a little bit more of a modern sound. Still very similar, but I feel like Dan's voice just being a little more modern and him being more of a rock singer, having the power that he's got as a rock singer. Dan took the song that is beautifully sung here. I mean, absolutely perfect. And tried to incorporate some of his own vocals into it. I do appreciate this classic song in what was probably a classic TV film. I think I might have to kind of dig in and check out a little bit more of Franco Corelli. There's a good possibility that I've seen him in some TV shows or movies or something from the 50s, 60s era. I don't know for sure, but I'm just guessing that there's a possibility of that. He obviously was a fantastic singer of his time, and I I think this song seems to still carry over to now, especially with Dan singing it and kind of doing his own thing with it. It was still opera, but I feel like Dan incorporated some other elements into the song. Overall, though, I could hear there was a difference there, and like I said, to me, it sounds like it's just something that is because it was from a different era. Maybe I'm completely wrong about that. Wouldn't be the first time that I've been wrong about something, but that's just kind of how I see it, or how I hear it. That it came from just a different era, and the vocals. That's what the big difference is to me that I'm hearing. I really enjoyed it, and it surprised me that I've heard that before. I had thought that there's no way that I've heard something before like that, but I'm 99.99% sure that I have heard that somewhere. So if you do know where else I might have heard that from, a movie, commercial, something, let me know in the comments, because I really can't recall what I've heard that from. If you have anything else from Franco Corelli or opera, or really any sort of request, drop them in the comments or head over to Buy Me a Coffee and leave your request there. Let me tell you a little bit more about Buy Me a Coffee. That's where you can support the channel and make your own priority requests. I get to the priority requests as soon as possible, generally within a couple of weeks, depending on if I've got a lot of Buy Me a Coffee requests. If I don't have a whole lot of Buy Me a Coffee requests, I generally will get to it in a couple of days. And I'll give you a shout out in the video. Now, if Buy Me a Coffee is not your thing, it's okay, I get it. You can still leave your requests in the comments, and I'm always pulling songs out of the comments and adding them to my list. And my list keeps getting longer, and that's why Buy Me a Coffee is the quickest way to get your requests to me. If there's a song that you absolutely want to make sure that I don't miss out on, head over to Buy Me a Coffee and put in your request. Now you can do that by scanning the QR code on the screen, or heading to the description and clicking on the link for Buy Me a Coffee. That'll take you to my page, and you can make your request there. And I'd like to say thank you to everyone for liking, subscribing, commenting, and just watching the videos. It all helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. So thank you. YouTube will recommend a video over here. If you'd like to, please feel free to check that out. For everyone else, hope you guys enjoyed that, and come back and watch some more with me. Hey, thanks everybody. You know, when I started this channel, I started the channel to find new music. I never dreamt that I would be listening to opera on the channel. That was probably, not even in my wildest imagination did I think I would be checking out opera on here. I appreciate the diversity of music, and I really like where the channel has led me to. So, it's very cool.